What is going on, pioneers and draconians? Draco Invictus here with the first Satisfactory video on my channel. Now granted, I've been live streaming here on YouTube for nearly a month. Twice a week I've been streaming the game. So if you want to come by and check me out during a live stream when I'm not talking about spreadsheets, make sure to subscribe and click the bell notification icon so that you don't get notified, because YouTube sucks at that. Anyway, subscribe. You may get notified if you click the bell notification icon when I go live. And I'm not covering spreadsheets in my live streams, typically. Anyway, why did I put this together? Really quickly, I wanted to know what to do with smart plating after phase 2. Should I sync it all? Just let it keep running and just keep syncing it? Should I just tear down that factory? Do I need it anymore? Do I need it for anything else? You know, because some things are just space factory parts. Turns out the answer is, oh my god, leave that thing running because you're gonna need a crap ton of them later down the road. Yeah, that is the actual answer for all of this. So I wanted to break it down for myself primarily. But then when I broke it down, I thought, you know what? There may be people out there that are looking for the same information that I was looking for. And now I can be that one place to share that information with all of you. So sit back and get ready for the spreadsheets. This is not an exciting video, but it is very interesting. Let's get to it. All right, guys, now that you know what we're going to be talking about, let's just go ahead and dive right into the spreadsheet. I know this isn't the coolest video. It's not some cool build video or something like that, but I found this information interesting. I found it very eye-opening, and I put this spreadsheet together, and the link for it will be down in the description so that you can view it too, so you can keep track of your progress for your space elevator project in your game. So in phase 1, we need 50 smart plating, easy enough. And the overview tab is going to break it down into baser materials. Obviously, computers and heavy modular frames aren't base materials, but on this screen, we're just showing what's required to make the thing. So reinforced iron plates and rotors make smart plating. In phase 2, we need 500 more smart plating, 500 versatile framework, which takes modular frames and steel beams, automated wiring, which takes stators and cables. And on down the line we go. Phase 3, we need versatile framework, modular engines, and adaptive control units. Phase 4, we need assembly director systems, magnetic field generators, nuclear pasta, and thermal propulsion rockets. On this overview tab, you will also see what the assembler, manufacturer, whatever the device is or building is that's putting this together, what the recipe will produce per minute per machine. And then if you did want to sync this stuff, what it's worth. So like if you were going to sync a thermal propulsion rocket, it's worth 732,000 points. But once you look at what's required to build a thermal propulsion rocket, you probably wouldn't want to sync it. So let's dive into the meat and potatoes. These other two tabs, the breakdown tab is literally where I did my formulas, where I did my calculations. So I'll show it to you really quickly, but I mean, that's it. There's nothing special about it. But the total parts and components is where the meat of this whole thing is. Total parts needed for the full project. From phase 1 through phase 4, we will need 11,550 smart plating. So don't sync those, save them. That is a lot of smart plating, and you will need them throughout all the phases. So don't get rid of these, okay? A versatile framework, we're going to need 23,000, 121,600 automated wiring, 5,500 modular engines, 8,100 adaptive control units, 4,000 assembly director systems, 4,000 magnetic field generators, 1,000 nuclear pasta, 1,000 thermal propulsion rockets. That's not enough. That's high level. That's 30,000 feet kind of view of this. Let's break it down a little bit more. 376,050 reinforced iron plates, 38,000 rotors, 119,000 modular frames, 335,600 stators, 19,000 motors, 365,000 circuit boards, 96,000 encased industrial beams, 19,200 heavy modular frames, 24,000 AI limiters, 27,200 computers, 12,000 high-speed connectors, 4,000 supercomputers, 8,000 electromagnetic control rods, 40,000 batteries, 3,000 fused modular frames, 3,000 crystal oscillators, 6,000 radio control units, 1,000 pressure conversion cubes, 28,000 heat sinks, 14,000 cooling system, 2,000 turbo motors. Now, some of these things are going to be used in other things, like reinforced iron plates are going to be used in modular frames. So understand that this group has some mixing and matching, right? So some of these things will go into other things. Also note that I am not using any alt recipes because there are so many different alt recipes out there for so many different things. It would be nigh impossible, not impossible. It would be very, very difficult to track all of that stuff in a concise spreadsheet. Not saying it can't be done. I'm saying it'd be a pain in the ass and it's entirely too much work. These are all base recipes. Now, let's dive into the really depressing part. You're gonna need 2.2 million iron plates, 8.7 million screws, 1.6 million iron rods, 1.2 million steel pipe, 660,000 steel beams, 2.6 million wire, 2.8 million cable. Now keep in mind, this wire and this cable are separate. I'm not breaking down cable any further than cable. And to make cable, you need wire. So this number is actually much higher because you have to make this cable, but I did not break it down any further than cable, okay? 5.6 million copper sheets, 11.5 million plastic, 480,000 concrete, 1.1 million quick wire, 100,000 sulfuric acid, 80,000 alumina solution, 286,000 aluminum casing, 140,000 all-clad aluminum sheet, 425,000 nitrogen gas, 54,000 quartz crystals, 76,000 rubber, 70,000 water, 200,000 copper powder. That does not include, none of this includes the materials needed to build the buildings, to provide the power, to do all of those things. This is literally the pieces and parts that are required to build the space elevator project phase 1 through phase 4. So I've warned you guys that this is slightly depressing just because of the sheer number of things that 11.5 million plastic. That's a lot of damn plastic. Now, of course, you're not going to be standing there watching machines make plastic. So you're going to set up your plastic things, and those are going to feed into the other things up here that need to get made, that feed into these things that need to get made. So you're not even going to really pay attention to these base numbers. So don't let this weigh you down, I guess is the point. You know, 2.6 million wire, 2.2 million iron plates. Again, you're going to set up your iron plate factory that's going to feed into reinforced iron plates and all those things, and it's just going to be playing the game. These are the numbers behind all of that. Why? Because I wanted to know. I wanted to know after I made 500 smart plating for phase 2, did I need smart plating anymore? Because I know that smart plating is only used in like one other thing. And it's right, where is it? It's, oh, there it is. In modular engines. Because we need 5,500 modular engines. And it takes 2 smart plate to make 1 modular engine. So we need 11,000 just for that. So ultimately, in my brain trying to figure out this game, because I've only been playing it about a month, I wanted to know, what do I do with smart plating after phase 2? Do I just stop producing it? Do I sink it all, you know, and get the points? What do I do with it? And so that's what led me down to figuring out this project. And frankly, I was shocked when I got to these numbers after all my calculations were in, that we need 8.7 million screws. Ouch, that hurts. Now, some alt recipes are going to minimize this a little bit, but you're going to have to make screws in this game. There's no getting around that. You're going to have to make screws. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a spreadsheet, and you know, making a video about a spreadsheet is not what I am typically about. I'm all about build showcases and hey, here's this cool new thing that I learned and I'm sharing it with you. But this is a cool new thing that I learned. I put it all together. I went to the wiki and got all the recipes and looked at everything and I put all the calculations together, but this is something that I learned along the way. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So if you find this interesting, if you want to see more Satisfactory content, then think about subscribing, clicking the bell notification icon so that you won't get notified, because YouTube sucks at that, even though they have a specific thing about notifications, but don't get me going on that. And if you want to help support this channel financially, there are many ways to do that. Check down in the description, or you can simply click the join button, and you do get some cool things for when I live stream. I am live streaming Satisfactory like 2 times a week right now. So if you like this, leave me a comment, let me know, give me a big thumbs up. And until next time, you take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day in my life. See ya.